Hey guys, what's up? I'm gonna do a quick check-in with you guys and talk about, I just saw that New Jersey will be possibly legalizing next year. They might not go for full-fledged legalization, but they are leaning towards decriminalization. Christie, who is super anti-marijuana and just a complete jackass, he's actually gonna be out in January. His term is up in January, and he can't come back, so that's a fucking win. So once Christie gets out of there, pretty much everybody that's up in the running right now to take his place is at least pro-medical, pro-decriminalization. Now, not all of them are necessarily for like full-fledged legalization, but they are pro-decriminalization. So hopefully once we get Christie the fuck out of Dodge and like out of politics completely, New Jersey will be able to come on the good side and out of the fucking dark side. So looking forward to that, New Jersey. I just want to let you guys know, because with Christie at the helm, it was never going to happen. Like, he said numerous times that he would veto anything that got to him regarding marijuana, period. So fuck Christie. I'm glad he's going to be out. But like I said, he'll be out in January is the end of his term. Also, I wanted to talk briefly about the rally. If you guys watched any of the stream from when I was at the 420 rally the other day, you noticed that I was like walking past the trash cans like early in the day, and they were already overflowing. There weren't that many trash cans out there at all, period. Well, apparently, after the rally was over, they left the entire area of Civic Center Park just trashed, and there was trash absolutely everywhere. And a lot of you guys probably don't know, but the Cannabis Cup used to be here as well. Well, the last 2 years now it's been in California, because they're not allowed to have it here anymore. Checking the mail. They're not allowed to have it here anymore because the last 2 times they had the Cannabis Cup, they left the area that they had the Cannabis Cup at completely fucking trashed. So last year when they tried to come, they were just like, no, you guys aren't allowed to do it. You can't clean up after yourself. You're not doing the shit here. So that's why they moved to Cali, and they've been doing the Cannabis Cup in Cali now, and it looks like we're not going to get that back. And after the way that they left Civic Center Park, it's looking like we're not going to have a 420 rally next year, because this shit is absolutely ridiculous. So I just wanted to address that real quick as well and let you guys know that if we are lucky enough to have one next year, or if you guys come from out of town and you're here, please fucking clean up after yourself. For 2, if you're gonna have one in your city or your state, clean the fuck up after yourself. It makes us look absolutely terrible as stoners when we leave an event looking like that. Like, it's already bad enough. We're already pretty much having to beg for permission to even have the event. It looks terrible when we leave the area looking like that afterwards. So, like, please clean up after yourselves. Like, that's the last thing that we need, is any type of ammunition for them to use against us. To be like, oh, they can't do this anymore. Or, oh, look what happened last time we let them use this. Or anything that even just feeds into the stereotype more so that stoners are lazy, or are just nasty people, or bums, or just lower class people, or anything like that. And when we do shit like that, and we leave an entire fucking park trashed in the middle of downtown, right across from, the city hall and shit, it's terrible. It makes us look like we don't give a fuck, like we're assholes, like we're lower class people. It really does. So please, like, we're adults, and that's another thing that kills me. Like, I mean, yeah, there were people that weren't 21 that could have been at the rally and shit like that, but pretty much everybody that's gonna be there is adults. And I honestly feel like part of it is, like, since I've been here in Colorado, even me myself, like, I wasn't even here. I came here, 2 years ago? So I was here after legalization. I wasn't even here when it first started. But even myself, we kind of take it for granted to an extent now, because it's been legal, because there are dispensaries every fucking where. There's literally more dispensaries in Colorado than there are Starbucks and McDonald's combined. So with that being said, it's kind of human nature to take it for granted. And I think that a lot of the people here really feel like it's not going nowhere. Like, it's here and it's here to stay, and they don't give a fuck. And they don't understand that this can be taken from us just like this, and that other states are fighting for this, and that we need to lead by example, in my opinion. Like, when we have an event like this and we leave the place completely fucking trashed, not only, like I said, does it make us look like terrible people, but it also makes these other states look at this and say, oh, well, yeah, we bring in a lot of money, but look what the fuck happens when they do some shit. Or if these other states do legalize and High Times maybe wants to come there, like, I don't know, another big city, New York legalizes and High Times wants to come there. New York might look at it and say, shit, we already have enough fucking pollution problems and trash problems and shit like that. We don't need more. We don't need this event going on and them leaving some shit down here trashed. So I just advise you guys to lead by example, act like adults, make us look good. Okay, if we're gonna have events like this, make us look good. And God forbid, if you're gonna come to Colorado from another state, please clean up after yourself. Please come here and respect this state, because this state is fucking beautiful. Like, that was one of the main reasons when I had met my ex and I came out here. Like, I came out here and I met her and we really kicked it off, and that was the first thing. But the second thing was, you know, I didn't want to be so far from home if I didn't feel like this place was okay and if I couldn't make a home here. And I fell in love with the state too. And that's why even after her and I broke up, I stayed here, because this state is beautiful. You can see the mountains almost anywhere. A lot of people are active here. I swear, like, the air quality is better. It's a beautiful state. It's fucking beautiful. So if we're gonna come here, you know, if you guys are gonna come here and visit and shit like that, and even me, like, I'm pretty much a native now at this, well, not a native, but I feel like I'm part of Colorado now, and I'm actually Coloradan at this point. I've been here for long enough, and I've been embraced by this state and by the people in it. So, but I still also tread lightly. You know, I don't want to leave a footprint here. So I just ask you guys to do the same thing for me. And like I said, if you guys have these events, you know, clean up after your fucking selves. Like, go above and beyond. Let's make it look better than, you know, a venue where there's a concert and they're selling alcohol. We want to be better than them. We don't want to be worse. You don't want them to compare the 420 rally to a goddamn concert where a whole bunch of drunks were and say that the 420 rally was left even more fucked up. Because if you guys see the pictures of the cannabis cup, I might do a follow-up video on it and just show you guys the pictures. If you see the pictures of the area and how they left the cannabis cup, it's fucking terrible. So clean up after yourself, guys, and hopefully, cross our fingers, we will have a 420 rally here next year, because we're not gonna have a cannabis cup again. So we're killing tourism when we do shit like this also. That's another thing you guys don't realize. Especially people that work in retail or restaurants or anything that's boosted by tourism, hotels, anything like that, we're fucking up the tourism when we do shit like this. So we gotta think about this shit, man. But in closing, fuck Christie. I'm glad Chris Christie? I think it's Chris. Chris Christie. Anyway, the big fat motherfucker in Colorado and Jersey, fuck that motherfucker. I'm glad he's finally getting out, because like I said, there was nothing getting past him, and he was completely anti-cannabis in every way, shape, and form. So, keep your hopes up, Jersey. It's coming soon, sometime next year, I guarantee it. And if you guys come out here, or if you have rallies in your state, clean the fuck up after yourself. Y'all know what it is. Stay tuned for more videos. We out, bitch.